Hi, this is Debbie from Project 39, and I'd like to show you what I made with this Hocus Pocus paper pad. This is part of my crafty goals. This was a paper pad kill, and I used up a bunch of my embellishments. I'll show you, the first thing I made were some Halloween banners, but before I get into that, I'm going to show you some mini albums. They're actually folios that I made. Part of my crafty goals was to use up blank photo albums that I have made. You know, when I don't feel real creative, I just make the blank ones and then fill them later, and I must have 25, 30. So let me show you this one. So this is a gatefold. I used one of these clasps in it. I love this paper, so I put it on front. Again, this was using up lots of stuff in my stash, so this die cut was in my stash, as well as these flowers and that cool bat. Isn't he cool? Alright, so it opens up this way, and on this side are some 2x3 a waterfall, so it's for those smaller photos. Now I just put paper on the front, but I did not put paper on the back. I suppose I should put a put photo here stamp before I sell it in my Etsy shop. But it was really cool paper. It was easy to work with. There's so many cool Halloween papers, and I'm not a fan of orange and black, but I mean, that's Halloween. But it came together real well. So, and that's held together with a magnetic clasp. And on this page, you could put a photo here because that's open. But I just like that die cut. Again, that was from my stash. I think it was from Michael's last year, 2018. So this opens up this way, and this opening I made with, I just cut some of these from the paper, and I backed it with, I think 2 pieces of 110-pound cardstock, used a heck of a lot of glue, and put it together with a brad. Now, since there's a lot of room in this accordion, see, there's lots of room. I mean, you could put a lot of things in here. When I sell my albums, I like to include any scraps of paper. I still have more that I'll include here. So if somebody wanted to put a photo here, they could use this to mat the photo and put it down. And in fact, if you had a 4x6 photo, there's enough room on this page. You could go like that and have room on the bottom for journaling. So I like to include that when I sell things now in my Etsy shop. And that closes that way, of course. Okay, so again, room here for a good size photo. And same thing here. Again, I'm using up things in my stash, and I had these. They're like Sculpey, but they were stickers. It was in my stash. Okay, and of course in the center is a waterfall for a 4x6 photo. And again, I love this Halloween paper. This is nice if you just keep it plain, but then, you know, if you put a photo on here, you're still going to see a little bit of the designer paper, and it will look fabulous. I mean, you can trim your photos and put them in there, or just cut the 4x6 or just pop it in there. All right, and this opens up yet more. This is held together with a magnet. There is a tag here, so great room to journal, or you could put some small photos there, or tickets, or candy wrappers, whatever you want to do. I left this open in the back, so if you had a small photo or journal card, you could just put it right there. There is room, so if you wanted to journal right there, there is room to do that. And this is just a couple of pockets to put photo mats in. Use these bats. And again, you could put a small photo here if you wanted to, or just leave it blank. Room for a photo. Love this spider. And this closes like that, and that held together with a magnet. And then here, just a couple of tags in these pockets. So you know, you can journal on these. I love the ones with lines because my handwriting's terrible. So I made 2 of those, and again, that was using some of these undecorated folios that I had in my stash. And then I made some Halloween cards. So I will quickly show you some of them. I either used stamps or printed out the sentiments from my Cricut. I had ribbon in my stash. This already had adhesive on it. I did use a couple of card sketches, but I also just took card sketches and made them my own. Aren't these bat school? So yeah, I just made as many cards as I could, and when it was all said and done and I counted the cards, I had made 31 cards. Who knew? 31 cards for Halloween. I just thought that was crazy. And I also made some of these boxes to put the cards in. There was a tutorial from the Posh Paper Lady on how to make boxes for note cards, and I believe I changed the measurements, or there was another tutorial. I can't remember. It was such a long time ago. But anyhow, these make great boxes to put these cards in, so that was something else. All right, so I want to show you the first couple of projects that I made using this paper pad. So I wanted to make banners, and I did. I mean, I made a banner. I made a template for the background designs and used 110-pound weight cardstock. Made another template for the paper, and then I cut these and the backer out of my Cricut machine. I had taken a piece, I think it was about an 1.5 inch piece, scored it 3/4 inch, folded it, cut a small piece of paper, glued it, folded it, you can see, and then I used these eyelets and put it in, and I think it makes a really nice banner. It's a nice sturdy banner because of the 110-pound cardstock, and I think it looks pretty cool. But that wasn't enough. Besides making these banners, and then I had made another banner. There was a project on the Authentique blog, and I think there was a new one today, but I didn't get a chance to look at it for fall. So it just inspired me to be creative and just add lots of stuff from my stash and make banners. So yeah, you can see I've used things that I've had in my stash for 10 years. That's where that goes, right there. Again, just taking a lot of embellishments, making some, folding those and, I don't know what you call them, badges. So this one I saw on Pinterest. Somebody had gotten this paper and dangled a spider. I thought that was really cool. These are die cuts, washi tape that I had in my stash. Isn't it great using stuff that you have in your stash? Tim Holtz, metal embellishment. I think that was from the Martha Stewart line last year. And again, using some buttons, ribbon, just how long have I had these bats in my stash? Aren't they cool? So anyhow, it looks really cool. You'll see pictures at the end of the video. So that was the projects that I made from the Hocus Pocus paper pad. I ended up making 2 folios, 3 of the banners with embellishments. I made 3 spooky banners and 1 that says boo. I made 31 cards and 3 card boxes. And I barely have any scraps left. There are just a few that I actually am going to go back and put in the inside of all of those greeting cards that I made. So that's what we have for the Hocus Pocus paper pad. Thank you for watching. I would love if you would subscribe to my videos and see what is coming up next. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day.